Hey there, let's do this. Um, so in an effort to make this video a little bit shorter, I've already pre-selected um, the cards for past, present, future. So let's just jump into it, I guess. So, first off, you have the Three of Cups. But Three of Cups is in the reverse. When it's in the upright, Three of Cups is, like, going out, hanging out with friends, going to social events, just being generally social. When it's in the reverse, it is, and I'll show you the card. So you've got these three little birds, and they're hanging out, chilling, if you will. And then you've got the Three Cups underneath, and it's got like a pretty sunset color type of thing in the back, in the sun. Cherry time, right? So, but here's the thing, you've got the dark parts at the top now and leading down to the later parts. And and your cups are upside down. So what that means is when it's in the reverse, it just means that, like, you're kind of in a hibernation. You are preferring to be alone. You're embracing your alone time. It could be that you are just overstimulated, and this is in your past slot. It could be that you're overstimulated. It could be that you just need this time to, like, recharge your batteries, kind of thing. It could be that you have grown past friends of yours and that's why you would prefer to not be as social with them anymore. Because sometimes we find that there are people in our life, and it doesn't mean that they're bad people, but there are people in our life who you just grow past, honestly. And it could be that you were in this situation where you're just like, I don't hate them, but I don't feel the need to hang out with them anymore. And that's okay. That's totally okay. In other situations, it could be that you find yourself on the outside looking in, and you're the one that's being left behind. But I don't really get that energy here, honestly. So what might be worth it is to take the time, and if you've got some kind of creative project going on, if you've got a new hobby, or even just an old hobby that you're picking up again, take that time. And just kind of like work on it yourself, and just be by yourself, and kind of recharge. Sorry, she is in the litter box real loud. It could also mean that so say you have a hobby. Say you're part of, I don't know, a sewing circle or something. And you're happily like bopping along and making like a scarf or something. And then Maud comes over and she's like, "You're not using the right colors, Chris." And then you're like, "Step off, Maud. I'm going to make the scarf the way I want to because I'm going to give this scarf to a specific person." But Maud's stepping to you and she's just like, "Well, we have rules in this club." And you're like, "You know what, Maud? I don't need you." And then you take a break from the sewing circle. I'm not saying that's ever actually happened in real life. And in very extreme circumstances, and this could also be it, just knowing, just knowing you, it could be that you're just living in a little stress bubble, and your little stress bubble is caused by like working super hard and being exhausted, and the Three of Cups in reverse is just being like, "Hey man, chill, take a second, recuperate, and lean on your friends a little bit and just take a breather," which, totally could be it. Right now, and by right now I mean like when this event is going on, that is a time for you to let down your hair, have a good time, enjoy people, and reconnect with people you care about. Stop worrying so much. And I understand. I am a person with high anxiety and worry. How am I going to tell a person, don't worry so much? Try not to worry so much. That's different. We try many things. We don't always succeed, but we try many things. So just do your best and do things that will lower your stress. Be careful of overindulgence. Be careful if you're overindulging in something harmful. While we've been inside, it has been very easy to overeat, to overdrink, to smoke too much pot, to do any other kind of drug. It's very easy to go too far in these things because what else are we gonna do? Like, I understand there's still work and stuff, but like, there's still a lot of downtime here. So, just be mindful of whatever you're doing right now, and I'm not saying that you are, but be mindful of whatever you're doing right now because those things could have a consequence for you later that could be ugly. Make sure, and I'm gonna try and say this with a serious face because I'm guilty of this too. Try to get more sleep. Try to. Okay, I'm not gonna say. I take that back. Instead of getting more sleep, let's say get appropriate sleep. Go to bed at a reasonable time and stay away from all-nighters. Stay away from sleeping all day and then trying to stay up all night hanging out. because that's not good for your body either. And this is not at all a judgment whatsoever, and I'm not at all accusing you of anything. But these are just mindful things to be aware of. I don't typically read relationships for you. Like if it happens, it happens, but I don't aim for that. In situations where there might be some kind of situation, I'm not going to even say a relationship, situationship or buddy, be cautious of people who are already involved with someone else. Because the Three of Cups reversed, when we're talking about a relationship or a situationship, it talks about a third party, but specifically betrayal of trust and cheating. And if I go down that rabbit hole, it would take a little bit more clarity with other cards. So I'm not going to explore that right now, but just take that as a sign of caution. Moving on, because I'm getting too far down this rabbit hole. Moving on. So I'm actually really excited about this next card. This is a really good card, I feel, and it's in the upright. You have the Magician, which is kind of like a cheetah, like cats, and there is a sword there, and there's a pentacle there, and there's a cup there. And do you know why? Because the Magician manifests and brings you whatever tools or resources or energy you make to make your dreams come true. Yeah, I'm excited. But seriously though, it means that you have all of the elements, fire, earth, air, water. You have all of the elements working together to manifest what you want, whatever it is that you desire. What is it? What is it that you want? Basically, what it means is put all those elements together with like this earthly plane and like energy from spirit, and like you're rocking that shit. You're killing it, basically. So okay. I'm getting a little too excited here. Basically, it means that you're an alchemist. Okay, so what that means is that anything that you've been trying to do or manifest for yourself, or for, I don't know, for work, for a hobby, for like another human, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be like literally a family thing or like a bestie thing. I don't know. Anything you're trying to manifest right now, you have the tools to do it. You have the tools to make this go time. It's go time, Chris. And Um, Not only that, but it's saying it's go time, meaning you have to do something about it. Now. Now is the time. This is in the current. This is in the present. Now is the time. I'm getting jazzed. Abby's scratching a box. So, what are you doing? Do the thing. I don't know. I was gonna do fist bumps, but then I realized that there's nothing to fist bump and it would look like I was punching the camera. So I'm not gonna do that because I like my phone. But anyway, yeah, there's no downside really to the magician when it's in the upright, and the only thing you have to do at this point is you need to figure out what it is that you're trying to manifest or make happen. You need to have a very clear goal and vision of what this is and what you're trying to get to. Visualize it in your brain meets. Visualize. Visualization is so important to manifestation. Because when you can clearly see what it is, the goal is that you're trying to get to, and you take that manifestation, because the what is it called? Power of attraction? Something like that. Attraction, whatever. So when you're trying to do that, though, manifestation, blah 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 blah, manifestation is only part of it. Manifestation is the first step out of the two-stepper. The second step is you see what you see in your head, what you're trying to manifest, and then you make and take steps to do it. You make that happen. And so part of it is yeah, spirit has something for you and it's totally for you and you go for it, and all this positive energy and all this positive affirmations to you, but then you have to go in and you have to actually do the work. So the spirit will lead you to the path that you are supposed to take or could be taking, because we all have free will, and because we have free will, spirit's not going to do the work for you. It's not going to walk down the path for you. It's not like you're going to go power of attraction and say, you know what, I would really like a rad sports car, or I want a motorcycle or something like that, and then tomorrow that's just going to end up in your driveway. No, that's not how it works. You have a vision of what you want, and then you say to the universe, you know what? I know this is out there for me. I know that it's already created, because all things that you didn't just make, you didn't just invent, are already out there. So if you want a fancy sports car, there's already fancy sport cars out there. You just have to do the work to bring it to you. So you tell the universe, instead of going, oh, well, you know what, it'd be really rad if you gave me this car. You say, no, universe, I command you to bring me what is due, what I deserve, because I know that it has already been created out there for me. You command the universe to tell you, or to give you, what it is you're trying to manifest, and then you put the elbow grease in and make it happen. And the really great thing about Scorpio is that Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever your placement is, Scorpio is known as being an intuitive sign. So manifestation comes pretty um a lot easier than other signs. Um so does Virgo. And as I know for a fact that you have placements in Scorpio and Virgo, this should be fairly easy for you to call whatever it is you want to the universe and say, I know it's out there, give it to me. And focus on that. You can't just do it like once and say, okay, well, I've tried and it didn't happen. This must be a hokum. No, that's not how it works. You have to put intention in, and you need to work on this every day until it comes to you. And it's really going to take strength of will and discipline. You have to have discipline to be able to do these things, because you have to remember to do them every day. I personally have a vision board I created of all the things that I want in my life posted up next to me. So I sit here every single day. And that means I look at my vision board every single day. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but I felt like that was important to tell you about, because the Magician card is literally about manifestation. And okay, so I've spent too much time on that. Let's keep going. Lastly, in your future, we have, you see that? That is the Son of Wands that has a little snake going up. I don't know if it's a branch or I don't know if it's a flower or something, but like bright, colorful rays coming off. The sun is shining down, and it is beautiful. So the Son of Wands is called that in my deck. In other decks, the same card you will find more commonly is the Page of Wands. What that means is, oh, I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands. What that means is that the Son of Wands or the Knight of Wands is, you have an idea, but now you're actually going after it. Now you're actually pursuing it. And when this comes up, when this card shows up in a tarot reading, I don't care what you're talking about. It means that you are energetic, you have passion, you have motivation and enthusiasm. And you're aiming all of that emotion. You're aiming at a specific thing, or a hobby, or a person, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. But you're taking all of that force and you're aiming it at this thing, and you're freaking Scorpio, so it's gonna be intense and it's gonna be awesome. My mind is blown. I'm really excited to see this, because I am personally very intrigued by like very passionate people. So basically, again, this is like your second card that says, hey, we know you have passion about something. We're telling you to go for it. We're telling you to do it. Stop resisting. Stop being stubborn and stop resisting. I understand if it's scary. I understand fear. I get it. But fear will only hold you back. It will only hold you back. And please don't take this as a judgment. Like I'm like pumped about it because I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited. Um, it means that you are acting boldly. That you're gathering all of your courage and you're venturing into the unknown and you're going for it because you have a mission, you have dreams, and you want them to be accomplished. I'm so excited for you. Um, with this specific card, while other ones talk about like just going for it and jumping off that cliff and whatever, this one specifically says that you're not only are you going to jump off the cliff here, to whatever exciting thing is waiting for you, but you don't even care about what could happen because you're so focused and so excited about this thing and you want to make it happen. So, um, so I, okay. So, so absolutely go for it. Um, I mean, in this instance, like, these are all positive things. These are all going um, to take you far. Not only that, but like passion and enthusiasm and confidence and like being courageous as hell. Like these are all things that are really attractive to people. And maybe you don't care about that. That's fine. But people are going to start noticing. They're going to notice and they're going to want you around because you're exhibiting all of these things that like people are like, "Wow, that's pretty cool." Um and it's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna make a comparison that's probably not gonna make a lot of sense to you because I don't think you watched this show yet. So I'm a Doctor Who nerd. I'm a big old Doctor Who nerd. Premise of the show: the Doctor goes on wacky and zany adventures. Sometimes like tears at your heart, and sometimes he has a companion. And in this instance, you're kind of like the Doctor here, where you're going on these adventures and um, you've just been kind of like going it alone. And that's fine. You're perfectly fine doing that. I mean, at least that's what you're giving off. Whether or not you're actually fine about it, that's a completely different story for another time. But like, you've been going it alone, and that's cool. But sometimes you think about having a companion, having a person in this journey of yours, a travel partner, we'll call it. Um, Much like the Doctor, he's perfectly fine by on his own, and he only brings people who they typically have elements that he himself does not possess, in my opinion. Um, so like he's very eccentric, and he'll bring like these very like down to earth and sarcastic and amusing people with him to kind of like keep him out of trouble, keep him grounded as much as they can, because you really can't do that. Um but basically this extra attention that you're going to be getting, um you're going to start questioning whether you want this attention, if there is anyone who could keep up with you in this journey, or if if they're just kind of like basking in your glory kind of thing. And just be aware that Knight of Wands is kind of like a like I'll do something and then I'll deal with thinking about my actions later. And it could lead you down the path of being impulsive and impatient and wanting things done very quickly, because you've got like this passion and this energy and whatever, and it's just like a burst. And you may be tempted to rush into things, but don't do that. What instead, focus on smaller things that have less impact that you could achieve quickly. And focus all of this energy and whatever on that, because then you're still achieving goals. But you're not acting in a rash way that's going to impact you negatively later. And if something comes up, like you've got a new idea or a new concept, we'll say, if you've got a new idea or a new concept, then like just take a second, think about it, and um if it goes along with whatever goal you're trying to achieve, and if it has to be like right now, or if it could be like a slow burn, because you could find that like some things are like definitely they have to be done right now, now or never kind of thing, or you're gonna find that some things you can hold off on necessarily. And again, if I were doing a more full read for you, there are other cards that would narrow in, but this is more of a general, like, quick little thing, even though at this point it's been like 30 minutes. And so yeah, I'm feeling really positive about all of this, honestly. It seems like just based on like the last reading or two, you're not getting a whole lot of like really negative cards, and there aren't a whole lot of like really negative messages. So I'm